Guys, this is going to be my honest review of Spider-Man 2. Um, man, to be honest, like the review, there's way more pros than there's cons. I mean, everything is just way better than the first one. Obviously, the first one holds a lot of standards and everything. This one, you can fucking web swing, glide. You can fucking surf on water. I mean, everything in this one was just so amazing. Um, I know I've been hearing some stuff I've been reading some articles. I think my phone a lot brings up a lot of the negative stuff all the time that's going on with everything. But I heard this suit that Miles is wearing right now. I think there's like obviously a small percentage because they're not. How do I put it? Even though they're fans of Spider-Man 2, even though they're fans of Spider-Man, they're not true fans. They're the fans that are, um but I mean, this suit explains who Miles is, like what how he's the same but also different than Spider-Man, different than Peter. He's a different person. He's not always going to follow the same suit as, the original did. This is a homemade suit, obviously, too, and this is way better than something. It looks so good. It flows with his. How do I put it? It like it changed from yellow lightning to blue lightning now, and I mean his stealth. You can use it so much more. I mean the suits that they gave us. We have so many suits for both Spider-Man, not including like you can have multiple colors of each one. I mean, you have the base, but then you also have three other colors with it. I mean, with Miles, you get three of this new one. I mean, it looks so good because I mean, at the same time, he doesn't really have to hide his identity. Nobody's gonna really know it's him. The hair doesn't mean anything. Like it's just there. I mean, his whole family knows who he is. All his friends know he's Spider-Man. All his family know he's Spider-Man. The public don't know he's Spider-Man. They're not gonna know unless they like really dig in and want to dig in and go deep. But they're not gonna know it's Miles. At the same time, like I think the only suit that might have bummed, but really, I think really stands it. Like I think this one for Peter, it it reminds me of Ant-Man a lot. Don't get me wrong, it reminds me of Ant-Man. And I know this is the final suit you unlock for Peter Parker. This is the second to the last final suit, to be honest. You end up unlocking this one also, which is the anti-venom suit. You obviously get to keep the symbiote suit. This is the black suit. I mean, you unlock all these different suits. Some of them have multiple colors, some of them don't. Um, Really, this game is so fucking well. I think there was certain glitches that happened with the game that you would have to go look for and do. Really try to push the game to break the game and do those certain different things. I mean, there was, I mean, even then with like, I think if you use any of the, I think it's any of the Spider Verse ones, but if you use, what is it? I think it's Nor. Yeah, it's this Norse suit basically. This is the main one that gives you, if you run around using him, using the cube, you can end up solving like a Rubik's cube before you fall down to the ground. So that's cool. Everything in this one is so fucking amazing. I mean, from the suits to the tech to the gadgets to the skills, even a bigger skill tree. You had three different skill trees for everybody. I mean, even it shows you the abilities. You can do certain different abilities, gather, like, you could end up changing between different abilities. There's the yellow, which is in my opinion yellow, and then this is the blue, which is so fucking amazing. I mean, there were so many different things to do. You could do the collectibles, which I didn't even see this Sandman statue, but you basically, once you collect all the Sandman stuff at the beginning, you unlock a like this statue, and you have to deliver it to his daughter. All the photos that you end up having to take. If you take some pretty good photos, you'll be able to get some pretty good shots of certain different things. The Mysterio, the Dev Diaries, so fucking well done. You get to listen to like the downfall of like the team of Mysterio, and how each one was trying to like do some stuff. Then you get the super bots, which you get the spider bots. I mean, each one is basically a different Spider-Man from the multiverse. You get the Mysterio, you get the Sinestro, like basically all these different spider bots, and I mean it's for the movie. Like it entwines with the movie at a certain point. Once you collect all of them, they send you a message, and you go there, and it's they're talking to you, but they send in like a talking about Miguel, and it's entwined with the the Spider Verse stuff. That's so fucking cool. And I mean, but Insomniac, 9 out of 5, or if not a 10 out of 10 game. This stands for like a game of the year contender, by far one of the best game of the year contenders so far, besides like a few other games that have came out already. Um, and I mean, there's still more games coming out this year, but I have a feeling this one could get game of the year just from the cutscenes, fighting Venom, fighting Craven, doing all the side missions. If you really do everything in the game, it's so fucking amazing. I mean, they give you tunnels to go to. They give you little vents to fly up from. These Mysterio missions were so fucking amazing, so fucking cool. At the end of it, you have a big fight with Mysterio, and him, trying to come out of Reform, just like you get a thing from Tombstone. Like you get to meet him at a certain point in the game, save him, and he's been reformed. I mean, you see Black Cat. She's moved on from, obviously she had moved on from Peter Parker, but she's completely moved on, and she has a girlfriend or whatever. And I mean, trying to save her, and you get to see those types of missions with like Doctor Strange and Wong coming in out of nowhere, like it, with like but a hint of them, not, you don't get to see them, but you get to see the certain artifact, and then how that certain artifact is taken back. And it's so fucking cool. Like the little things that if you really go into this game knowing everything about Marvel itself, like you'll end up seeing all the different Easter eggs, like the ground. If you're, I was watching a video on TikTok, them talking about it, but like if you really just take your time and like travel, walking, running and walking, like I mean you'll see a lot of different things that you didn't think you were gonna see. I mean the open world aspect. I mean obviously you can't go into any of the buildings. They're like spider proof basically. But I mean just the different things you end up seeing. Like if you really take your time, like dude, look, this is an outside thing. They're showing you the sale for inside the store. Obviously, you can't go inside the store, but man, just the detail that they leave in these games. Like even Spider-Man 1 had so many details. Like if you walked, there's the Wakandan embassy. Like you can go there and do the Wakanda Forever thing. And I mean, there's so many different things you can do in this game. And I mean, if you just take your time wandering around, like that's so fucking cool too. Keeping your city safe. Um, I It's just so, there's so many different things. Um, And like I said, the pros outweigh the cons for everything in this game. Like I didn't really have any bad experience in the game when I played it. Nothing, glitched out or whatever. I mean, there may have been times where I had to like restart, certain missions because it bugged. Like I I glitched it out myself and I couldn't, because I was moving too fast or doing something too fast. I mean, if you really like, take your time with this game and do everything, like there's so many different things to do. Um, and I mean, you could just play the whole story by itself and go straight through it, not see anything. I mean, even you go back to the one of the towers. I think it's the Avengers Tower or a different tower. Like basically, it's supposed to be a Fantastic Four becoming soon or something like that. It has like a soon coming soon or something on it. I mean, it's cool. Everything in this game was so well done. And to be honest, just can't wait to see like what happens next in the game. And I mean, next with with Insomniac. I mean, Insomniac's been doing so fucking well lately that man, it's gonna be interesting to see what else they're able to do um, with Spider-Man itself, with the Marvel universe itself. Because I mean, we're waiting for Wolverine, which is supposed to be their next game in the lineup that they're creating. I mean, and it's supposed to be 10 times brutal. I mean, they also want to do a Venom game. Obviously, there's a Spider-Man 3 game set up to come out soon. I mean, like everything's being set up for the future. Like, not trying to give away too many spoilers, but like the ending of the game, you understand when you see it. But when you see Miles' mother's boyfriend and his daughter's set up for a future thing also. Like it's every little detail they threw into here. If you're really, and I mean really, like a big um uh Marvel fan and even Spider-Man fan itself, like this is all Spider-Man. You're gonna fucking enjoy this. And um yeah, I mean, there's not really much for me to say. I mean, the thing I really wanted to come in here and talk about was just like, what people are complaining about. And I mean, it's very small details. It's more like the suits and stuff. And I mean, what's crazy is like it doesn't matter. Like what's more crazy is that the suit that Miles is wearing, it's more of a representation of who Miles is, man. Like, him creating his stuff, him doing his own thing, and then Peter's off doing his own thing. The way he creates his own suits. I hope we have more of these types of suits from Miles in in the future. Like him doing his own thing with his own suits or whatever. That's fucking cool. Fucking amazing. It doesn't need to be the old fashioned Peter Parker. Peter is Peter, Miles is Miles. They're two different Spider-Men doing their own different things now. And yeah, I mean, everything in this game was amazing from beginning to end. At the same time, like I said, guys, um, if you enjoy Spider-Man, if you enjoy Marvel, you'll notice all the Easter eggs. You'll notice everything in the game. There's so many different Easter eggs. Like even in the suits themselves, this is another thing I didn't express. Like I mean, you see, this is his first suit he wears. You see, this is the last one you get in the game. But you get all the suits, obviously, from the first game, right? But then you get this one from the first one, but you have multiple suits for it. You get this one. This one matches Peter Parker, if you really think about it. And I mean, you get all the suits. Look at this one, the Shadow Spider, dude. That looks fucking amazing. Like these are you get this one, Miles Morales 2099 suit. You get the purple read that one. We like you get all these different. This is also the one from Miles Morales. You get that one. You get a Black Panther suit. You get That one's pretty cool. You get the 10th anniversary suit. You get the end suit. You get the obviously all the ones from the Spider Verse stuff. This one was obviously from Miles. Miles. You get this one. This one was one of my favorites. Agents of Shield suit. You get the Great Responsibility suit, which is fucking hilarious. This one reminded me of Spawn. You get this Dark Ages suit. Obviously, it's supposed to be like a symbiote suit. This Dark Ages suit, so fucking cool. You get a Wolverine suit. You get the Crawl suit. I mean, the different suits. Look at this one, the Absolute Carnage suit. That's so fucking cool. You get the King in Black suit, which is pretty fucking cool. Um, you get this one, the Boricua suit. Once you do the Mysterio stuff, you get the Smoke and Mirror suit, which is 10 out of 10. You get this suit, the biomechanical suit. You get encoded suit. You get the City Sound suit, which is that one was pretty fucking cool. Then when you do everything for Craven, all the side stuff for Craven, you get a Craven Spider-Man suit. This is the Tokusatsu suit. You get the Agment suit, and then this one's the Red Spectre suit. I mean, even with Peter, like if you really think about the suits that you get with Peter, you get the 25th century suit, you get the stone monkey suit. I thought that one was pretty fucking cool. You get the tactical suit. Obviously, Peter gets the same thing as Miles for that one. This is the saving lives suit. This one's a fucking cool. You get this one. I mean, then you get all these other ones. This one reminded me of like Fantastic Four, but it's so fucking cool though. Um, I mean, you get all these different suits that obviously some of them are the ones you got in the other games or whatever. Um, but look at this one, the Arc Knight suit, which I thought would look fucking amazing. It's supposed to be a representation of Batman, Arkham. I think like the Arkham Knight stuff, but that's so fucking cool. The anti-Ox suit, the Superior suit, which that looks so fucking cool. Um, I mean, you also get the this one, the 2099 suit. You get all these different suits. I mean, they didn't have to give us anything. Look at the Scarlet 3 suit. You get the Kumo suit, which I thought this was a good representation of something. Like it looks like it's from an anime or comic book type of fucking shit. Like that looks so fucking cool. Um, I mean, you just get all these different suits that they didn't even have to give us. Regardless of how you feel about these other suits, like, and it's only two suits that I've seen so far that people really, I had a, I mean, this is basically to go for like, Harry, for Peter to remember Harry by, and obviously a little sentimental, but obviously it was kind of like a, damn, that's the suit, which in a sense, what's crazy is like, it's comic book accurate from one of my friends was telling me. I mean, it's so fucking cool. I mean, it's the same thing with all these different suits. Like they're all from comic books, all from like maybe TV shows from back in the day and stuff like that. Like at the end of the day, guys, 100% would buy Spider-Man 2. And if you're willing to buy it, buy it. If you're waiting until Christmas, buy it. I mean, it's a good fucking game through and through. Obviously, like if you spend your time on it, it'll be like 30 hours to complete everything. I think that's what it takes to complete like all the trophies and stuff. If you're really deciding to do all the trophy hunting and everything like that, like everything at 100%, like it'll take you maybe like 30 hours to do. But I mean, it, it's it was a good fucking game. Loved it, enjoyed it. And yeah, guys, that's basically my review. I'm giving it a 9.5, if not a 10 out of 10 game. And man, it loved it, enjoyed it. Hopefully, you guys get to play it. If you have already played it, leave your comments on what you thought about the game, how you liked the game. Um, because I fucking loved it and I fucking enjoyed it. And yeah, guys, I'll talk to you guys later.